Hello, my name is Minecraft Matto, and below me, back there, that is my technician. His name is Steve. Welcome to the 2019 4th of July Minecraft Fireworks Show. Now, before we start, I would like to apologize for any loud noises created by the clock tower. They will sound like a clock going off. And I also apologize that due to a glitch in the game, many firework shapes are not available, and only single balls of fireworks are available. So, no stars, no creeper faces, no any fancy stuff like that. I think that is it. So, without further ado, please enjoy the 2019 Minecraft 4th of July Fireworks Show. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Statement of Rights and the Declaration of Independence. This was a document written by Thomas Jefferson over the span of 17 days. It was approved by Congress on July 4, 1776. The Declaration of Independence was the official document setting a new nation, the United States of America, away from Britain. First signed by Sons of Liberty leader John Hancock, the Declaration of Independence became the most important document in American history. Sometime later, colonial leader John Adams had the idea to celebrate Independence Day as a holiday on July 4th. July 4th, 1776 marked the beginning of a new country, the United States of America. Welcome to the Minecraft 2019 4th of July Fireworks Show. Pay attention to your script. the legend, Betsy Ross stood the first American flag. George Washington gave her a drawing of the flag. She modified it slightly and sewed it. It had 13 stars in a circle and 13 stripes representing the 13 colonies. 13 red light stripes represent the original colonies, and 50 white stars in a blue background represent each of the 50 states. This is the American firework flag. And I know it wasn't perfectly shaped. We did our best. On September 14th, 1814, Francis Scott Key was a member of a small group sent out to find a British fleet and negotiate with them. The British fleet was larger than the Americans had thought. During the War of 1812, the British fleet was headed towards Fort McHenry. To keep the group from warning the other Americans, the British held them as prisoners until after the attack. To give you an idea of how Key and his crew must have felt, I present to you the defense of Fort McHenry! Shots were fired from both sides. Thankfully, Key's ship was not hit. Near the end of the battle, he wrote a poem that is now one of the most famous songs in the world. Oh, say can you see, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed, through the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars, through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting midair, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave. The battle had ended. And after some time, as the smoke slowly cleared, they saw the result. High above Fort McHenry was the American flag. Thomas Jefferson once had a dream of the United States covering the whole continent of America from east to west coast. Most thought he was crazy until the Louisiana Purchase, a purchase from France, gaining roughly double the existing U.S. Today, it still takes up about 1/3 of the United States. Firework I'm about to show you is a map of the United States. The red represents the original 13 colonies. The magenta represents the other land gained. In the first few years, the U.S. was a country. The lime green represents the Louisiana Purchase. The light blue represents the land from Texas annexation in 1845. The pink is land gained from the Mexican Ascension. And the orange is the land of the Oregon Treaty with Britain. Keep that in mind as I show you the next firework. The map. It It was colonial leader John Adams that came up with the idea to celebrate the 4th of July. The letter honed his right. He wrote that he wanted it to be celebrated. It is unknown who came up with using fireworks for sure, but whoever did had a good idea. It has stuck for the past 250 years. Fireworks are a classic way to celebrate the 4th. To remember those first fireworks, I present to you, wait for it, fireworks. Throughout U.S. history, we have been in many wars, and almost all of them we came out on top. The most important was obviously the American Revolution. We fought against Britain trying to gain our independence. In the War of 1812, Britain tried to gain us back. Again, we won. A few decades later, our nation was torn apart. We barely made it through the Civil War as a whole. Just 100 years later, we fought with Britain in the First World War. World War I, or the Great War, as it was called then, was one of the worst in world history. Most countries were involved and suffered greatly. Many thought it would be the last war ever, but just 20 years later, World War II broke out. Again, many countries were involved. On December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor in Hawaii was attacked by the Japanese. They sought to weaken the U.S., but instead angered the citizens and urged them. As the mastermind of the plan himself said, I'm afraid we have awakened a sleeping giant. Since then, the U.S. has been in no major conflicts that I want to write about because I'm tired of writing right now. Now, in our Wall of Fallen Soldiers, I present to you Warring Mayhem! In September of 1777, American troops under the command of General George Washington were trying to defend the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We lost. The British captured Philadelphia. George Washington ordered the troops to stay in the nearby town of Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, so they could keep an eye on them. That winter got to freezing temperatures. Over 1/4 of the army died of cold and starvation. In honor of them, I present to you Cold Winter. Right now, wait. This concludes our 4th of July fireworks display. I hope you have enjoyed it, and here is the grand finale. check out our other channels. Our last video coming up. How about our New Year's video coming out soon? Adam Ash, our photographer. So, stay next time. And mind from Matto, and see ya.